When Clara, my wife, first suggested we end things peacefully, I was at a complete loss for words. We had been together for 8 years, weathering job changes, heartbreaks, cross-country relocations, and nights spent quietly existing side by side. I assumed we were fine. Not passionate, maybe, but steady. That day, though, she looked at me like I was a contract she wanted to exit without a fuss. I just want something simple and calm. No arguments, no mess, she said, sipping her tea like we were picking out a restaurant. I asked why. What had happened if there was someone else? She didn't deny anything, just said she'd changed, that the connection was gone, that maybe we'd be better apart. I wanted to shout. Instead, I nodded. I still loved her, but something told me that pleading would only cheapen it, like I'd be begging in front of someone who had already emotionally checked out. We didn't argue. She hired a mediator, not a lawyer. She gave up any claim to the house, didn't push on financial matters. She carried herself like some saint of separation, almost proud of how composed she was. See, she told mutual friends, it doesn't have to be messy. But I could feel the difference. She wasn't being kind, just attached. Her warmth was gone. Emotionally, she'd walked away long before she ever said the words. And that, somehow, hurt more than if she'd just shouted or blamed me. The first month felt like being beaten by silence. Then something unexpected happened. Lena had always been around. A mutual friend, Clara, had known since college. She'd pop up during get-togethers or birthday dinners. I never thought much beyond the fact that she was funny, easy to talk to. After the divorce was finalized, Lena sent me a short message. Hey, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. We met for coffee, then dinner, then quiet walks at night. None of it was planned, but we began opening up in ways we never had before. It turned out Lena had been a sounding board for Clara throughout the whole peaceful breakup, and she was the only one who ever asked Clara, "Are you sure about this?" One night, I told Lena just how lost I'd felt. She reached out, gently touched my hand, and said she never deserved the way you loved her. That night, I kissed her. Neither of us said anything to anyone, but we kept seeing each other. It wasn't a rebound. It felt real, like something that might actually last. About a month after the divorce, my buddy David threw a party, just a casual weekend thing with drinks, barbecue, and familiar faces. I asked Lena to come with me. She hesitated, knowing Clara might show up, but I reassured her. It's been a month. She said she wanted peace. Remember? We walked in together, hand in hand. A few heads turned, but no one said much. Some even smiled, as if to say, "Good for you." Lena and I were laughing at some ridiculous story when I noticed Clara across the yard by the pool. She was staring at us like she'd seen a ghost. At first, she didn't move. Her jaw tightened. A friend leaned in and whispered something to her. Then Clara made her way toward us. Fast. "Oh, this is your version of a peaceful divorce." She snapped loud enough for nearby conversations to stop. I froze. Lena instinctively stepped back, but Clara pointed straight at her. You knew what I was going through, and this is what you do? How long has this been happening?" "It wasn't planned," I said as calmly as I could. "It just happened." "Oh, it just happened?" she repeated with venom. "Like you just fell into her bed?" "Clara, you were the one who wanted to leave." I reminded her. "You checked out before you ever said a word. Why act like I betrayed you?" "Because it hurts," she yelled. "Because I didn't think you'd move on so fast. Especially not with her." Lena looked down, clearly uncomfortable, but I stepped forward. "You asked for peace. No conflict. You said we were better apart, and I believed you. So don't hate me now that I'm actually okay." She shook her head, breathing heavily. "I thought you'd fade away," she said, "not show up smiling next to someone I trusted." And without another word, she turned and walked off. The party turned cold after that. People whispered. A few offered sympathetic glances. Lena kept apologizing, but I told her it wasn't her fault. Clara's idea of peace, I realized, only worked if she was the one holding the reins. The following week, she started texting. Angry outbursts, bitter sarcasm, even threats about revisiting parts of the divorce. She accused me of plotting the whole thing, of lying, of trying to hurt her. I ignored almost all of it, except one. "You broke me," she wrote. I didn't reply, but those words stuck. She left thinking she'd be the one who healed first, who smiled first, who found someone new before I did. But life rarely sticks to our scripts. Lena stayed, even through Clara's wrath, through the gossip, through the moments of guilt she carried. And slowly, we built something Clara and I never really had. Something honest, gentle, real peace, not the kind you fake to feel righteous. Funny, isn't it? The one who insisted on a quiet goodbye ended up being the one who made all the noise. All because I finally found peace with someone else.